Okay. Yeah, I was asked to get on the call today, the meeting, to discuss a phone call that I had several days prior to the election. I'm in the physical therapy business, and anytime that I get a number from a restricted call from a restricted number, I answer it because more than likely it's a physician with some concern or whatever. So I answered a restricted call, and the lady proceeded to tell me who she was with. I couldn't remember the name of the organization, and she called. She said, "Is this Joseph?" And I said, "Yes, this is Joseph Sapp." And she says, "I'm calling to see. We noticed that your absentee ballot has not been received yet." And I was, at the time, I knew that I had not requested an absentee ballot, but I put two and two together that my son, who is also Joseph Sapp, that lives in, he's a senior at UGA, she was referring to him, and she says something to the effect of Athens, and she says, "Have you sent your absentee ballot in yet?" And I said, "Correct. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, they should be receiving it." And she says, "Well, if it hasn't been sent yet," she said, "I'll be glad to send a representative by to get that ballot from you and put it in one of the drop boxes if you're unable." And at the time, I didn't think anything about it. I just said, "No, it's no big deal. We got it covered." And that was pretty much the essence of that conversation. However, again, after the election, speaking with different people, I was like, that didn't seem right. So I called my son and I asked him, and, he said that a lot of his friends in Athens had received.
Mr. Sapp, your audio went out.
Can you hear me?
We missed the last few seconds, but yes, sir, now we can.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that my son a lot of his friends had received the similar calls, and I think that they were just kind of going after his age demographic, trying to get those absentee ballots in, and whether they were trying to control what was on those absentee ballots or not, I don't know, but it was definitely unnerving that this lady even had that information and called me and asked it to come pick the ballot up. Sorry.
No, thank you. It's an interesting testimony. Was there any questions from the committee members? Representative Turner?
Thank you, Mr. Sapp,
Yes.
for sharing your story.
Yes, sir.
And the same question I've asked several other witnesses. Have you, first of all, did you record the phone number of the person that was sending that information to you? Or
No, it came through. Again, it was listed as restricted. I mean, I don't answer phone calls if it comes from a number that I do not recognize or any potential spam. But if it says restricted, I always answer it because odds are it's a physician. So I happen to answer this. I went back and looked through my phone records, on my phone. And again, it doesn't give a phone number. I haven't gone back and looked at my phone records, through Verizon. I don't know if that's something that can be traced in any way to come back to a specific phone number, but right now there's no phone number.
And outside of the hearing today, have you reported this to any authority?
Not to any authority. I've spoken to a few representatives and just friends of mine that would be in the know-how, but I would be glad to do that and be under oath in doing so, but I haven't done that yet, but I will if you think it would help.
I would encourage you to do that if you believe that the law has been broken. I think that's the appropriate way to proceed. That's me personally.
Sure.
You do what you need to, sir. Thank you for your questions, for answering the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sapp. Appreciate you being on with us today. And,
great. Thanks a lot.
We can help get you an affidavit if that's what you'd like to do is sign.
I will. I'll follow back up. I appreciate it a lot.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have